All right, last night's game with the Sixers versus the Rockets. Sixers did their job, did what they were supposed to do, won by a dub. Although we got this W, something just ain't right. We need another scorer ASAP, bro. Like, first half, Joel went out there and dropped, 20 points almost? I think he dropped 20 points in the first quarter. The first half. 16 in the first quarter, something like that. Something crazy. He went and balled out. But there's absolutely no scoring, no assistance for Joel whatsoever, really, on a consistent basis, other than Seth. And Seth he's consistently making his mark, his 15, but Tobias is done, bro. I don't know if it's a mental thing. I'm not gonna say he's done, but this is not consistent enough to help this team get a championship here. Murray got to make a move ASAP, man. I don't know who, for who or what, but something got to be done ASAP, bro. This ain't it. Granted with COVID, last night Maxey was out. No Maxey, no Thibault. A couple other names. Korkmaz and Danny Green got the start, but what are they to do? What are they going to do? How do you fix it? Joel goes out there, plays his all, gives his all. You know what I'm saying? Every game, night in and night out. And it just seems like, there isn't anyone else to help. Now, last night, Korkmaz dropped 24. Along with Tobias's 14. Seth had 15. Tobias with 14 points, 15 points. That's solid, but that's not good enough for Tobias. Korkmaz just starting to get his feet back under him. Seth is taking a dip, but this is really around his career average around that 15-point mark. So it's really not, with Seth, this is usual. Korkmaz with 24, that's not usual, but that's not going to be consistent from Korkmaz. We know this. That's where Tobias should be at, 22 to 24, 25 point, in that range somewhere on a nightly basis. Tobias, he's felling up. I don't know what's happening with Tobias, man. He can't make layups. His defense looks suspect. It's just bad. He can't hit a jump shot. Everything is off. I don't know what it is with Tobias, man. But honestly, it's frustrating to watch. It really is. It's really frustrating to watch, man. And then last night's game, first quarter, Houston got to the damn free throw line about 20 times in the first quarter, something like that. I may be off my numbers, but you get the idea. It was bad. I think they made it to the free throw line 16 times in that first quarter, and the Sixers made it 7. Nope, Houston made it 20. They had 20 free throws to the Sixers 7 free throws in that first quarter. That's what kept the Sixers. That's what kept Houston in the game in that first half. But that third quarter, the Sixers made a run, a great push, 41 points in that third quarter. What ultimately decided the game for real, to be honest, for the Sixers. So that was good, but man, Tobias, it shouldn't be this hard of a struggle for the Sixers to beat a team in that first half. That's what I'm talking. We got the W. I'm not complaining about the W. It's just right now we're sitting in the 6th spot, the 6th seed. If the playoffs was to start today, we're at the 6th seed. We started off the season hot, but man, it's a bummer, bro. It's a bummer watching this team struggle like they do to score, especially when Joel's not in the game. And there's nobody else that's going to give us this consistent points that we need in order to be a contender again this year. Murray got to figure something out, and he got to figure it out ASAP, man. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know how he's going to do it, but it has to be done soon. You know what I'm saying? This ain't going to cut it, man. This is not going to cut it. Like I was saying with Tobias, I don't know what to say about Tobias, man. I like Tobias, not as a number 2 scorer, but I do like Tobias. I do like what he brings to the game, to the team. His offensive woes is just it's frustrating to watch, but it's also kind of sad because you know the potential Tobias has. You know the potential that Tobias has. You know what he could bring. He's just not shooting well. He's just not. Layups, threes, mid-range, everything is just off. You know, do you contribute that his downfalls right now, or his woes, his offensive woes, to the COVID? Maybe. But we've seen this from Tobias before. He has these spurts where, his game falls off. He had it last season. He had it earlier this season also. You know what I'm saying? So we need a bounce back from him. We need Shake to shake it up and fix his game too, because he only dropped 5 points last night. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, don't get me wrong. We stuck the stat sheets as far as players who scored. Tobias with 14, Danny Green with 6, Joel with 31, Seth with 15, Korkmaz with 24, Yang with 8, Drummond with 8. Isaiah Joe balled out last night. When he can consistently hit jumpers, we'll be better off as far as the bench goes. But Shake with 5 and Paul Reed with 2. All right, Paul Reed, that was cleanup time. But anyway, Tobias, man, 14, 15 points, that ain't it. That's not it. We need somebody else who's going to be able to come in here and give us a consistent 22 to 25 points a night. Take some of this pressure off of Joel, man. How many times you got to say it? I don't know. But I mean, all in all, they played good outside of that first quarter. Outside of the first half, really, they played good. 'Cause I think we was up by 1, or Houston was up by 1 last night at halftime. And then third quarter, that's when it, 41 points in the third for the Sixers. That's huge. And that just, opened that lead up to where we can cruise through the win. You know what I'm saying? Which is great. Like I said, we stuffed the stat sheets last night, but, looking forward to the rest of this season, going into the playoffs, it ain't looking good. And I don't see us making it out the second round again. Possibly we may be able to, but I don't see it. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's going on with Tobias, man. It's disheartening. You know what I'm saying? Watching Tobias play last night and these previous games, it sucks. It really does. I'll get back at y'all in a minute, though. All right, ignore the voice in the background. But, it's so much stuff that goes through my head when I watch the Sixers play, right? One of them is, are we really missing Ben? Yes, of course we are. That's the answer to it. We missed the defense. It's offensively, not so much, but what he does bring to the offense is his ability to the spacing, pretty much, right? Plus, you don't have, Joel won't be getting double team, triple team, quadruple team, whatever, and all that other stuff, right? But the biggest thing we miss from Ben is the defense. Now, when we got Thibault in there, and when Thibault does get his chance to start and everything, Thibault does what Thibault does. He gives you that defense. But last year, compared to last year to this year, the difference is from last year to this year is that they would have to go against Ben, and then they would have to go against Matisse. Although, it wasn't Ben getting cooked, but last year was a little bit different as far as like the aspect of, like, for example, Devin Booker always gives us fits every game. Every time we play him, he drops 30 plus. You know what I'm saying? So, but we need that defense. That we are missing the defense from Ben. Put that out there. That's a fact. It's a fact. We're missing the defense from Ben. And, his ability to space the floor, even with Joel on the floor, you know what I'm saying? Joel doesn't get as much attention. He always gets double teamed, but he doesn't get as much attention as he's doing right now. Only reason why is because Ben can get to the rack. You know, Ben, you know what I mean? Ben a dive straight to the rack for an alley-oop or you know what I'm saying? Like that. You feel me? So, you know, do we need Ben? No. Do we miss Ben? For sure. 100%. Like I said, man, I don't know, dog. Like, I like Ben, and y'all know if y'all been watching my videos all last season, I vouched for Ben the entire season. And then he did what he did, and you know, against the Hawks in the playoffs, passed up a wide open dunk, and then here we are this year, you know, talking about why he ain't playing and all this other stuff. So, but we for sure miss Ben's presence as a team, you know, on the team. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% sure. You can't take that from him. No, he's not a shooter. He can shoot. He just doesn't. He's not that prolific scorer. He can score, but he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You know, once, like I said in videos prior to this, plenty of times, once Matisse is able to hit that jumper, his game is going to elevate even more than it is now. And he showed signs so far this year. He's more confident in shooting the ball, and his percentage is up. It's not up by a lot, but it's way up more than it was from last season, right? But our biggest focus right now is we have to find the consistency from these other players, man. You know, like I said, it's nice to see Korkmaz every once in a while score 24 to 25 points. Maxey come in, drop 30 or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? But we need consistency. We need another player, superstar caliber, or if you're not even gonna get superstar caliber, but you need that star caliber, bro. We need somebody that will come in here and consistently give us 22 to 25, 26 points a game. Not in spurts. A game. 22 to 25 points or more a game. We need that. That's the consistency that this team has been missing for the past like it's been so long, right? So, you know, but you sit there and you watch Joel play. That boy, man, he's the most dominant big man in the league. Hands down, by far. You can't name another big in the league that is able to do what Joel does. Now, me personally, I don't like when Joel pushes the ball up court. I don't like it. But he can do it. So you complain about it when he turns the ball over, but you don't complain about it when he comes up coast to coast, drive for a dunk or spot up for a three or hit the open man when he does it. So, you know, but I get what people say, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? I get why one of my homies don't like the way that Joel's game is, but you can't deny Joel is being dominant. You can't deny that. And you also can't sit back and say that Joel's the issue, because Joel's not. Joel's legit averaged almost 30 points in the month of December. And is the reason why we've been winning these games, or one of the reasons why we've been winning these games. That game against the Brooklyn, that was Maxey. Outside of Joel. You dig what I'm saying? Maxey came in and did what he did. You feel me? But regardless, man, you know, coast to coast Joel is cool with me as long as you don't turn the ball over. Just being honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? Coast to coast Joel is cool with me as long as you don't turn the ball over. You feel what I'm saying? But we really need Tobias to step up, man, in a big way. And I know, like, you know, it's not him on some, you know, he's trying to throw the game or nothing like that. But what's going on, Toby? What's happening, baby? You know what I'm saying? Let's get it back together. Come on, man. It's frustrating to watch, man. It hurts to watch Tobias miss layup after layup after layup after layup when we all know he usually doesn't do this. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It really does, man. It really does suck. You know, but I don't know, bro. I don't know what Murray's going to do. I know I've been saying this for the past couple, for the last couple videos. Murray's really trying to wait to see what James is doing. But with Portland playing the way that they're playing, I think it's really time to really pursue and try to egg on Portland's management to trade for Dame Lillard, man. Tobias and Ben for Dame? Or do you keep Tobias? Trade Ben and a pick, or you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I really don't know. But something got to be done. It got to be done ASAP, man. Like I said before, the window is closing for Joel. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by, I'm not saying his career is almost over. What I'm saying is, how healthy can he continue to stay? You know, so that's my biggest issue as far as it goes with Joel and when I'm saying that his window is closing, how healthy can this man stay? That's the big concern. You know, all COVID aside and all that other stuff, Joel's been doing very well for the past few years. But staying healthy, you know what I'm saying? But knowing his track record, we don't need, you know what I'm saying, anything to happen to Joel, and then now we're stuck with Tobias being the leading scorer. Especially when Tobias is, you know, not doing too well scoring. You feel what I'm saying? So what is it that we do? So we gotta do more. He's gonna have to figure something out to pull the trigger and have it and make it happen. Something, bro. Something. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he can figure that out sooner than later for sure. Trade deadline coming up. Gotta make something happen, Maury. Something that you keep. You keep your cornerstones that you got right now. You keep Joel. You keep Seth, of course. You keep Maxey. You keep Thibault. In my eyes, everybody else is expendable. Seth, Joel, Thibault, and Maxey. Everybody else is expendable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how Isaiah Joe played last night, hitting them jumpers. You know, if he goes somewhere else, he had to have the opportunity to start possibly. And then his game 9 times out of 10 will, you know, get even better than what it is now. You know, he hasn't been consistent since he's been here, but that's because he's been usually riding the bench. You feel what I'm saying? So Isaiah Joe could be a nice prospect on another team. You get the opportunity to start. I mean, shit. That's good. That's good trade bait, is it not? In my head, yeah. I mean, you see, he's had flashes of greatness. The young boy Joe. You dig what I'm saying? He's had those flashes where you see that his game is tight. But with him being here, he's not going to get much playing time. So that could be some good trade bait for whoever. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be figured out at some point before this trade deadline. We have to make a move on somebody, bro. Now, I heard that Ben was at the practice facility yesterday before the game. Why was he there? Who knows? Maybe he's trying to come back because he lost $10 million. I don't know. Will it help this team if he does come back? Of course. Most definitely it will. You know what I'm saying? The fans, we don't want him back, of course, but it will help this team. So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you got to do what's best for the squad, right? So if it's bringing back, if it's Ben saying he's coming back to play, get his ass out there, let him show what he could do. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he come back with the confidence to score and gets better, and that, you know, boosts his trade, his wealth pretty much. You feel what I'm saying? So, but something got to happen, man. It got to happen soon, man, because, you know, and like I said, you know, with the whole COVID thing, it pretty much messed the season up from the you know, time Joel went out. It was just downhill from there, but you know, it's plenty of season for this team to bounce back. We have more than enough time to bounce back and establish our, you know, dominance in the league or in the conference and everything. But as of right now, we're just getting by outside of this win last night. Basically, it's been a struggle with pretty much every team that we play against, especially starting off slow. You know what I mean? But something got to happen. It got to happen soon, man. Maury got to figure something out, man. We can't keep starting these games like this. We can't keep finishing these games like this too, because as y'all know, it's plenty times where we would be basically killing a team and allow them to come back in the fourth and either barely win or lose. You know what I'm saying? We done seen it all season. We done seen it last year, the year before, so you know what I mean? But on a brighter note, like I said, man, Isaiah Joe, man, he had a nice game last night. Scored 18 points off the bench. Can't be mad at that. Korkmaz, 24 points, 11 boards, 6 assists, and 1 steal. He played a solid game. Korkmaz finally starting to get his feet back up under him. You know what I'm saying? But is it going to be consistent? 9 times out of 10, he's not going to score 24 points. He's not going to average 24 points for the rest of the season. We know that. But who will? Who's going to be the one? That's always the question. Every game. Who's going to be the one to give us those points? So take a lot of the pressure off of Joel. Who's going to be? That's the question. So, I mean, but another good thing is, can't remember bro name, but the coach right now, while Doc is out on the COVID protocol, he's been doing a good job coaching, man. You know, he's more of a defensive-minded coach, I believe, but he's been doing a solid job his last 2 games. So, you know, next game, we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what, you know, what the Sixers could do this next game. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm more excited about the Eagles, to be honest with y'all. I'm ready for this game on Saturday against Dallas, even though half the damn team is in COVID protocol. I'm so tired of this COVID stuff, man. It's ridiculous. Half the team is in damn COVID protocol, but we clinched, so that's cool. But, you know, other than that, Sixers won last night, 133-113. We won by 20 against Houston. It should have been that exact score or more. We shouldn't have struggled like we did in the first half, but we did. But they bounced back, got it together, ended the third quarter. Ended the third quarter with 41 points in the third quarter. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. But like I said, we closed out the game with a W. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. Watching the Sixers is kind of frustrating. Even though we got the W last night, it's just frustrating watching it. I'm not saying they didn't play good. I'm just saying the struggles in the first half. We can't. It can't keep doing. It can't keep happening. Especially against Houston. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, man, I'm gonna get at y'all next video, man. Y'all know the routine. Stay blessed, stay positive, stay away from the goofy ish, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.